Hey everyone, welcome to our first Valentine's Day nail art collaboration featuring me, Sarah from Sarah's Nail Secrets,
and me, Talia from Talia's Nail Tales. Our Christmas series was so much fun, we wanted to try another holiday as well.
We'll be spacing the series out a little different, so it'll last until Valentine's Day. So let's get started.
Welcome to day 3, everyone. Day 3 was titled Anti-Valentines Day. So I definitely wanted to go to like the darker side of Anti-Valentine's Day nails. I still wanted to stick to the traditional red for Valentine's Day, but by incorporating black into it too, it's definitely a little bit more of a darker tone. The red that I'm using in this nail design is called Gussied Up from Light Elegance. It is a super old red. Not entirely sure if it's discontinued or if it's available, but it's kind of that perfect like blood red type of color. I use this a lot at Halloween time as well. So I'm going to put this all over both her ring finger and her middle finger because those are what I want to be the main accent nails of this design. One of my favorite blacks from Light Elegance is called Lover's Lane. It's a really nice deep dark black, but it's got super fine silver sparkles in it, and in my opinion is one of the best black sparkles on the market, just because I feel like some of the actual black glitters just kind of look lumpy, whereas this is just a beautiful shimmery black. If you guys have watched any of my product review videos, you know I'm quite opinionated about black glitters. Anyway, I'm going to put this all over her pointer finger as well as her thumbnail, and this way we can incorporate some of the different colors throughout the design onto these nails, and the crystals that I want to use down the road are going to just pop amazingly well on this black. Black Cherry is kind of a darker red sparkle glitter, but there is like almost like a black transparent type of base to it, and also black superfine sparkles in it. So in my opinion, it's kind of a reddish black type of glitter. Thought I would tie all the different colors together, but I wasn't overly loving it as its own on this nail. I think it actually would have looked really nice over top of that Gussied Up. So because I didn't do Gussied Up first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some black sparkles from Canada Nail Supplies. These are just some loose glitters, and they kind of have like a silvery metallic finish to them. They're super pretty. These are black glitters that I actually really like. I do find, like you guys know, black glitters aren't super sparkly, but for some reason these ones just work in this color. And again, having the black on top of the red is going to tie everything in this design together. Our last step on top of these glitter gels and color gels is to encapsulate them. I'm using Fusions 5 today. Again, Fusions 5 is a more flexible gel, so it's great for the winter time. The first stamping plate that I'm going to use from Clear Jelly Stamper is called the Risque plate, and it is one of their smaller plates. I loved this kind of grungy fishnet type of image, as well as the lip image on this plate, because you could outline it really nicely, and I chose to outline it in gold just to make it pop a little bit more on the red. Now the whole entire inspiration for this nail design actually came from this plate. This plate is called the Dark Heart plate, and it's totally an anti-Valentine's Day plate. It's actually like a really dark plate, like it's pretty grungy and gruesome. So there's a couple images that my client was gravitating towards on this plate, particularly the words. She absolutely loved that, as well as the different heart images that were on this plate. There's like a sword in the heart, there's some cracked hearts. It just kind of went really well for an anti-Valentine's Day theme. My client really liked this plate, which is called Juliet's Love Story, and particularly this like poison bottle image that we just kind of randomly threw on her thumbnail. Just to fill in some of the gaps that the stamps are kind of leaving in different places, we're going to do some Swarovski crystals. So the Swarovski crystal tools that I'm using my Beamy Bee Jewel pen. I'm using probably the Light Elegance nail glue for this one, as well as different crystals. So the crystals that I'm using, this darker red is called Siam. You can also get light Siam, which I use a lot at Christmas time, but dark Siam is definitely a little bit darker. Whenever I use Swarovski crystals on nails in tutorials or Watch Me Works, I get tons of questions about how I make them last, how I make them look, what I'm doing. And you guys, I actually have a video linked in the description box at all times about how to apply Swarovski crystals. It's a very in-depth video. It's a little bit older, but all of the tips and tricks that I share with you in that video are still completely relevant. Our last step is to top gloss over the entire nail design. So in the last few videos, I've mentioned how much I'm liking the NSI Glaze and Go, which is exactly what I'm using for this, because I find that it doesn't separate very much over top of nail stamping, especially when you have a full image like that netting. And I also feel like that netting should have been done in gold or something, because the black doesn't pop as much as I would have liked. When you're top glossing with Swarovski crystals, make sure you take a smaller brush and just outline them, because you do not want to get top gloss over top of them. That is my anti-Valentine's Day nail design. When Sarah and I originally posted different ideas that you guys wanted to see for our Valentine's Day series on our Instagram, anti-Valentine's Day was like one of the most requested ones. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you head on over to Sarah's channel and see what she did for anti-Valentine's Day. It's funny because it's just not what I envision when you say anti-Valentine's Day, but I'm definitely interested to see how she created these, and also her like creative thought process behind this nail design and why she chose to do this. So definitely make sure you head on over to her channel and check that out. Make sure you guys come back in 2 days for day 4, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!